friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate Mercy. Today we are going to be doing a full face of Black-owned beauty brands. I surely am not the first to do this, but I'm happy to link some creators who have done this before me down below, along with some of my favorite Black creators. Please make sure that you check them out, send them love, send them support. Without any further ado, let's get started. So for today, we're going to start with the eyes, and to do that, we're going to go in with the Uoma Beauty. This is their Coming to America collection, and this is their Royal Heritage palette. I actually did a dedicated review to this palette on my channel when this first launched. I just love the color story, the consistency, everything about this palette, so I wanted an excuse to use it again on camera, and now is its time to shine. Using my JH37 brush, we are going to go into this shade down here called Dahomey and put that all throughout the crease. Next, we're going to go in using this IT Cosmetics Stunning Eyeshadow Brush into this shade Joloff. If I am mispronouncing these names, please feel free to comment down below and let me know like phonetically how I'm supposed to be saying them. And we're going to add that into the crease and blend it in with Dahomey. For the outer corners of our lid, we're going to go in with a Matto brush. You can find these on Amazon. And we're going to go into this deeper purple shade here called Abyssinia. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sure I'm not, and I apologize again. Please feel free to comment below if you know how these are supposed to be pronounced, and I will learn and do better in the future. For all over the lid, we're going to take this flat synthetic brush by Billion Dollar Brushes, and we're going to go into, this is probably like my favorite shade in the palette, this is called Molly, and just put that all over the lid. We will finish off the eyes after we are done the rest of our makeup. For our primer today, we are going to go into one of my tried and trues. This is, of course, by Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. What I really enjoy about this primer is that it does a nice job like softly blurring the skin and does a really nice job prepping the skin for foundation. I find that if I'm using something that's higher coverage or especially more mattifying, that I really need a well-hydrated base. Otherwise, I look like a croissant, which is, of course, not the goal. So this is one of my favorites that allows me to wear more mattifying products and not look like a frickin' baguette. For foundation today, we're going to go in with a tried and true for many, but admittedly, I have not tried this foundation before. This is also by Fenty Beauty. This is the Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I have tried and I have talked about the hydrating formula on my channel before. And I remember loving it at one time, and my most recent times trying it, it didn't apply the way that I remembered. So I'm not sure if maybe mine has like lived its life and I need to like repurchase that product, but I figured we would go in with this one today. I have the shade 120. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too light. We'll see. To apply that today, we're going to go in with my Blinged Brushes F2 brush, and I think we're going to start small and kind of work our way up and layer as we go. I just don't want it to be too much, which I'm a little worried about. I feel like this has been one of those products that people talk about and they either really love it or they're not so keen on it. So I'm hoping that we love it. I'm going to add another pump of the foundation just to see if I can build it up in some areas. You can still kind of see some of like my discoloration and freckles and things coming through, which is not what we're going for today. I'm getting some streaking on my cheeks with the brush, so I'm kind of wondering if I made a mistake and should have gone in with a sponge. So I think what we'll do is wet my favorite sponge, which is by the DSMD shop. I talk about this probably in like every other, if not every video. They're also a Black-owned beauty brand, and they make a $6 sponge. If you're spending more than $6 on a sponge, you're getting ripped off. This is the best sponge. let me wet this and we'll see if we can fix this face. That helped a little bit, but I still feel like the foundation is like settling into my fine lines and wrinkles. I'm not feeling like my most confident right now. But we're going to keep moving along. We're going to go in next with another Fenty product. I have obviously a slew of like good Fenty base products. However, I am on the hunt for different Black owned brands that carry complexion products. I know I really want to try LYS Beauty. I need to try more products from Uoma Beauty, especially based off of how beautifully their eyeshadow formula works. I am hopeful that their complexion products will work also. If you guys have recommendations for complexion products from Black owned beauty brands, I really love it if you left them down below for me to investigate. For the powder though, we are going to go in with the foundation powder from Fenty Beauty. I have the shade 160, and to apply that, I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs Beauty, may they rest in peace, the Phase 2 brush. The good news is this powder definitely really helped that foundation to look more flawless and seamless on my skin. This powder, I think on its own as a powder foundation is kind of just okay. That being said, powder foundations are not typically my preference. I find that they are harder to build, of course, than like a liquid, and just my skin texture and the way that my skin is, powder foundations don't typically like do great things for me. I prefer a powder foundation as an extra step in the beauty routine, like to powder the face and add extra coverage and blurring effect, and I think that that definitely helped. You can still see like some discoloration, which is interesting because I recall the claims of the foundation being that it is full coverage, but maybe I am mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken, and maybe, quite frankly, maybe this one just isn't like for my skin type, and that's okay too. For bronzer today, I'm going to go into my Bronzed in Paradise palette by Ace Beaté. I love everything. I have loved everything that I have tried from this brand so far. To apply bronzer today, I am going to go in with this Real Techniques 025 brush, and we're going to go in to the lightest shade here. What I enjoy about this formula is that it is a blendable formula, and B, a buildable formula. Sometimes, in fact, my biggest pet peeve with bronzers is if they come off with too much pigment and it's too concentrated in one area and then does not blend out. I don't find that to be true with this. I find this to be buildable and blendable. For blush today, we're going to go into this Cotton Candy Champagne palette by Bakerie. I love this palette. I just think it's so pretty. I love a good glowy blush. If you don't like a glowy blush, try saying that 5 times fast. If you don't like a glowy blush, you're not gonna like this palette. Abort. However, if you like a glowy blush palette, you're going to love this palette with your whole heart. So I'm going to go in with this shade. I can't speak today, clearly. This shade right here called Sip Sip Hooray. To do that, I am going in with my F3 brush from Blinged Brushes. I really like that this formula is buildable. Again, not too much concentrated product that then doesn't blend out, but that also it's buildable, it's pretty, it's fresh. I like that the glow kind of like, don't I look healthier? Don't I look less sickly? I think I do. For highlighter today, I'm also going to go in with another palette from Bakerie. This is their Milk and Honey palette. Another absolutely stunning product. I really love the different shades in here. Obviously, this one does not work for my mayonnaise skin tone. However, I enjoy this for eyeshadow, and I have dabbled in this for like, if I'm using a matte bronzer and I really want a glowy look, I can gently put that in because again, it doesn't have too much pigment and it builds beautifully. However, for today's video, we're going to go in with this shade down here called Spoiler Alert, and to apply that, I am going in with the F25 by Bling Brushes. This is their Page Corin collab. To finish up the eyes, we're going to go back in with our Royal Heiritage palette, and I think we're going to go in with this shade right here, the dark purple, and just line that all along our waterline. For mascara today, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara in the shade Cause I'm Black. This is the final makeup look, all complete. I feel really pretty in this makeup. I feel really comfortable in this makeup, and all of these products are products that I would be happy to use again, with the exception of the foundation. That's something that I'm going to have to try out more. I'm very finicky with foundation, but there are approximately a million other products from Fenty Beauty that I can absolutely, hands down, recommend, including the powder and the primer. Please, again, if you know of other Black-owned beauty brands that you think I should try or that you really want people to know about, please share them down below so that not only I, but like each other can enjoy them and look them up and buy them, ideally. Again, I am going to have resources linked down below for the Black Lives Matter movement, along with my favorite Black creators, and where, of course, you can find all of these products. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me if you'd subscribe to my channel down below. As always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.